Welcome back to the channel, guys, and I am sorry for the recent inactivity. I just got back from vacation, and I will try to cover the builds I did promise a week ago before Godfall arrives. Yeah, I'll be playing Godfall. I know there are no guns there. It's melee heaven. It's in preparation for Rise. The builds I'm about to show you are comfy, elemental, and non-elemental bow builds. There's a total of 10 builds in this video, and I made them comfy based on my own preference. Before I show the builds, I would like to show this table, taken from the Mathalos Discord, with regards to stamina when it comes to bow. It would be for your reference as well. Some of the builds I will show you will have varying levels of constitution. So if you see cons 3 on the build, you would just need to drink for dash juice or eat for feline black belt. If you see cons 2 or cons 1 on the build, you would need to drink for dash juice and eat for feline black belt. And if you see a ton load of attack plus 4 decos, it's fine if you just have one attack plus 4 as long as you meet attack level 4 on the build for that additional 5% affinity. You're on the clear. As for Evade Window, if you lack Evasion decos, Evasion Window 3 is fine, while Evasion Window 5, of course, is cheesy. The old Safi 5-piece armor combination with the Kulv bows hit harder still, but since Fatty armor has true spare shot, it offers an indirect damage boost. Because with Fatty armor, you would have more power coatings, and more power coatings means bigger damage, without any chip damage, with the free health and stamina up as the cherry on top. Let's go over the builds. This is the raw bow build with the Fatalis bow. It's a cons 2 build, meaning you have to eat for feline black belt and drink dash juice. It's 105% affinity on a weak tenderized spot. You have clutch claw boost here as well, so tenderizing is easy. It has evade window 5, blight resist 3, and flinch free 1. One level of spread and normal. Now, if the set doesn't work for you, you have 3 level 4 slots to play with. The 3 attack plus 4 decos here can be changed with any deco you want, since we're overcapping the affinity at 105% anyway, so feel free to play around with it. The fire bow build with the Kiar Bow King is a cons 3 build. You just have to eat for black belt or dash juice. If you do both, even better, but it's not really mandatory. Why no coalescence? Making a coalescence build isn't really comfy. Good damage, yes, but if you try and proc it on AT Volcana, you might end up carting. But I know, you would still want to try it out, so here's a coalescence version. You have blight resist 2, so if you don't pop a nullberry, the debuff would go away in a bit. Resuscitate is there, and also fortify, just in case. You need an excuse if you fail at proccing coalescence and get one shot. The Ice Bow build with a Kiar stream like the Fire Bow is a cons 3 build. Again, you either have to eat for feline black belt or drink dash juice. If you do both, better, but not mandatory. And like the Fire Bow build, there is also a coalescence version, just in case you want to play it riskier and with more PP damage. The Thunder Bow build, just replace the bow with the Kiar Bow Spark, but in all honesty, what monsters do we hunt with Thunder? I don't even think this is necessary. I mean, would you do bow on Kushala? You do? Man, you're a madman. Again, cons 3 build. I don't want to sound like a broken record. You know what that means. And here is the coalescence version if you want it. The Water Bow build doesn't use Safi because the Kiar Bow for water does not have any power coatings, so you won't be getting a lot from the true spare shot coming from Fatty armor. So we are going with the 3 pieces Safi and 2-piece Fatty. We're not going to unlock any secret skill, so don't be that hyped. I didn't choose Agitator 7 because Resentment 5 just has better uptime than Agitator, in my opinion. This is a cons 2 build, so you better eat for feline black belt and drink dash juice. It is mandatory. Last are the Dragon Bow builds. We are not going to go for the Kiar Dragon Bow. We will use Alatrion's bow with true critical element. It just has way more dragon element and a good variation of coatings. This is a cons 2 set. You need black belt and dash juice. It has flinch free, I can't fit Blight Resist, and I also can't fit Evade Window 5. But don't worry, Evade Window 3 is good. But, of course, what monsters do we hunt with Dragon again? I can only think of one monster in my lobbies that we hunt that is weak to Dragon, and that's Safi'jiiva. And this set will not work on Safi, because for ranged weapons, weakness exploit does not work on Safi. But I got you. Here's a bow set that can work for Safi. Instead of true critical element, we go with critical element. You rely on latent power for 100% affinity. This is not technically a comfy set. The only thing comfy here is health boost 3, but it's fun to use against Safi. You can proc Coalescence as well to get more elemental damage. Do note that latent power has a cooldown. After getting proc, when the effect wears down, you may have to wait for a while to proc it again. But the set still works. And those are my comfy bow builds. I hope some of them have appealed to you or gave you some ideas to tweak your own bow builds. Once again, I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, GMT plus 8 time, 4 AM. But for this week, I'll be adding some Asia time zones here and there. I'm not really sure what time I'll do it, but it's gonna be PM time on Asia, GMT plus 8. So you can jump in there if you're from the Asia time slot. Then again, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
I'm a bag of bones full of helium. Lead foot on the verse, equilibrium. Raps a million, quotidian. Extraordinary, next heir to the throne, like a rising sun, making rising sums. Up and away with a million thumbs.